Hey, everybody. Oh my goodness, please say hi. This is my first live stream on YouTube. Go into the chat, make sure you can hear me. And yeah, say hi. Say hello. I'm going to say hi. Welcome. Oh. It's a beautiful Friday. We're going to start doing these every Friday. As a tail end to the newsletter, my love letter newsletters that are going to come out every Monday. Read them. Hey, Drew. I know. This is my first time. Drew said, took me a minute to figure out how to chat. Yeah. Next thing I have to figure out is how to invite other people on the screen, because I'd like to have another screen on my hand so you can see my face and you can see me working at the same time. Let's see who is all here. I don't even know if I can figure that out. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm looking at all my buttons. Oh, you can send in. Oh, cool. Hearts and stuff. Move this out of the way. There we go. So, Drew, how have you been? It's been like forever since I've seen you. Excited to hear what you've been cooking. I miss seeing your posts and light on Instagram. I have a little heart emoji covering up part of your text. Yeah, I've taken a break for sure. We're going to do an extension of Flora and Francis, but call it something else, and it's going to have a function other than making beautiful work, and I'm really excited about that. I should get the schedule out. Let's see. Hold on. And by the way, we're recording this so we can talk about. Oh, so other people can watch the recording. Oh, here we go. Beginning bookbinding. Well, let's start at the beginning of the week. Mondays, I'll do a newsletter. That'll be my writing day. Someday I'll turn it into a book. And, Tuesday morning, there will be a new Flora and Francis beginning class. And then Tuesday evening, there's going to be a class called Helping Hands. That's going to be an oracle. We're going to make our own oracle deck. I'm really excited about that. And then Wednesday morning, a class called Critters. So we'll be doing creatures, focusing on the small animals, not just the birds, but other animals interacting with nature and each other, and typography in our lettering. And then Wednesday evening, we'll be doing beginning bookbinding. So we'll start that journey. And then as far as workshops go, those will be scheduled for, I'll probably do at least one a quarter, and those will be on the weekends, like on a Saturday and a Sunday. so we can have breaks in between. So book projects like the and as like bookbinding 4. So all the things that we've done that we've learned in bookbinding 1, we'll do new projects like boxes with hinges and caddies with handles and all kinds of stuff. So let's see. Let me read the chat. Drew says, I'm good. My mom, oh, I'm sorry. She did pass. I miss her dearly. It's been a soul-searching kind of year, feeling love in all ways that started with Flora and Frances. That's wonderful to hear. And I hope that you're able to connect with her on the other side. And if you're having trouble, I have a new psychic that I've been seeing who is very affordable. She's fabulous. She's our age. She's relatable and she's tuned in. Her name is Haley B. I'm gonna text in HALEYBEA. And my guides have been quiet. They're going to be quiet for about 6 more months, so that I can focus on teaching and connecting with you guys. Anyway, she's got a podcast called Opening the Door, and she's fabulous. She's funny. All right. Fozzie says, hi, Anne. Just wanted to drop a hello. It's 2 a.m. Oh, my goodness, Mama. What are you doing? So up, you're up so late. Aw, thanks for saying hi. I hope all is well in your world. I hope you can see your piece. It's right there. That's your world view that you gave me years ago. Okay, we've got 7 folks here. Fozzie says it's the only time the house is quiet and no one is screaming. I get it. The dog's asleep. Yeah. I get a lot of my information when things are quiet, when it's just me. But yeah, you have a busy, full house. I'm so honored to be in your space. Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, it's right there. It's hard to see from the camera. Oh yeah, now we've got a better view. But yeah, it sits above a portrait of Anton and my animals. Yeah, that's right where our kitty eats. So on top of the books, underneath your beautiful flourished worldview. Let's see. Do you guys? What I'd like to read is since we're recording this, and if you're not here, not to worry. The love letter that I sent out, my first newsletter, and then answer some more specific questions that you have about the new classes. So on Monday, December the 11th, I sent out a love letter called Connection. And this was specifically why I called it Connection, because I was feeling a lack of connection with myself and others. I overdid it again, work-wise, and then I stopped drinking alcohol, and that really opened up some space for me to look at myself and ask why I had been numbing out, trying to numb out so much. So I think I'm going to be on this journey for about a year to see, so I can rediscover myself before I started drinking, which was in response to COVID and the death of my father and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, connection. There is never a day when you are alone. Connection is the most important human need, for it drives us closer to truth, light, to love, and to each other, whose highest purpose is to remind those in our orbit of that love. When you realize you are connected, you feel love, and with that feeling comes a download, seemingly out of nowhere, of your true purpose. Like I'm feeling my true purpose right now because I'm connecting with you. We all connect differently, even through despair or triumph. When your light shines, even a dim ember, and mine has been quite dim for the past few days, and you share your light, your orbit widens, and those who share your journey appear to echo your truth. This is when you know you're on the path of your soul's purpose, when you are asked to tell that story, the story of how you found your purpose, how you got there, and who helped you on your journey. I dreamt of this love letter, newsletter, long ago, when my guides from the other side started showing up, unannounced, in my online classes, dreams, morning journal meditations, prayers, and quiet listenings. When I learned to tune in to the voice of love when journaling in the morning, what I wrote changed dramatically. And I realized after rereading that these messages were from the other side. They were channeled from a force that, let's see, hold on a second. They were channeled from a force that could see wider, longer, and through a lens of happy expectation for my future. This unified field of love was non-judgmental, supportive, wise, intelligent, witty, and had a deep, deep reverence for my journey and yours too. In preparation for 2024, I'll be spending the next few weeks building these courses, these new courses I've downloaded for us to snuggle into together next year. You'll be part of the building process. That's why I'm doing this video. And that is very special. We are indeed connected, and I feel you. Reply with your questions and comments to this email and have them answered this Friday on YouTube using the link below. So that was what I sent out. And my journaling, there are several different types of journaling that I do, and we all love to write. The journaling, the first aspect of journaling is self-talk, like pretending like you've got a friend in your space, and you do, that you are speaking to, or that you are speaking to an extension of yourself, like there's another you sitting there on the couch, or there's a you on the blank page, and you write to the you. You can also write about the details or what is unpleasant, what has been burdensome during your day. That is very, very useful. You can be as angry and really steam and vent this stuff out. And then there's another, like my journaling really, really, really changed when I imagined, personified the mentor that I've always wanted to have, which is sort of a combination of my grandmother, my grandfather, my parents, my big brother, my music teacher growing up, my art teacher growing, all of these people who had wisdom to share with me. So hearing, personifying that, all those voices into an idea of an entity or a group, of people that I may or may not know, beings that I may or may not be aware of, who are rooting for me on the other side, who want me to reach my goals and want me to share, my voice. So the when I go to write in their voice, there's part of me that just kind of quiets down, like there's this channel that just sort of widens, and I stop forgetting, I stop worrying about what I'm writing, and I just write. I write what they would be saying to me now, to make me feel less afraid, to make me feel brave, uh, free, um, open, vulnerable, but safe enough to be vulnerable. Um, hmm, what else would a good mentor do? Sit next to you, feel present to you, um, like the teacher that you've always wanted to have, um, the guide, the god, the fairy godmother you've always wanted to have. You start talking in that voice, you pick up your pen and you start writing that in your journal. Oh my God. Um, Write it down, feel good. When you feel like you're finished, you can close the book and go about your day, go make your coffee or whatever. Or you can get your pencil out or highlighter and go back and underline the pieces of what you've written, and it will send chills up and down your spine, knowing that, trusting that these are messages that you need to hear, even if they're just, hang in there. um, but you open yourself up, and what you need to hear, what you what you need to hear shows up on the page. Um, the other really cool thing is that, if you go about your day and then you come back and you read what you wrote. When I read what I wrote, I'm like, oh my God, I said that. And that's what happens when I go back into my feed, my Instagram feed or my Facebook feed, my social media feed. When I go back and I read what I said a year ago, like Facebook loves to send, this is your post a year ago. I'm like, holy shit, I said that? And I have no memory. And it sounds like, Gandalf from Lord of the Rings with these really wise words. So we all belong in this umbrella. We're connecting this way because we're in this umbrella of people who love the meditative practice of studying the shape and character of a certain group of letters, A through Z. Beautiful writing, calligraphy, beautiful writing, calligraphy. That, if you want it to extend and grow into get in touch with yes, it's spiritual practice because it's meditative. But if you're interested, if you want to up your journal journey, oh my God, just pretend like you're a little kid. Open up your book, and you can write in, any, excuse me, any hand you want. If you want it to be your fancy best, copperplate or Spencerian or American cursive or whatever, um, write that way. Or if you want it to what I usually do is like a fancy open shaded script title, and then I write in my own handwriting, and that loosens me up. And this is so cool, because as I am writing in the date, I get I prepare myself to open up. The other really cool thing is, we all we all do other things that make us happy besides lettering, right? And when you for a long time, I got out of balance and sort of focused really hard and fast on the practice of making art and teaching, because teaching makes me, I think it's my biggest soul purpose. And the artwork just is something, that's the thing that connects us. So there has to be some other things that I can do there has to be other things that we all can do to share, to recharge, whether if you're an introvert, extrovert, whatever. And I had forgotten, like, stopped doing other things that made me happy and said yes to things that didn't, because I felt obligated. And so one of the things, there are two things that I stopped doing, and three. I stopped doing needlework. I love knitting. I love crochet. I love sewing. I love, anything with needle and thread. Now, bookbinding, that's got needle and thread. I love that. The other thing was planting and gardening. Stop that. And the other thing I did, there's this bluebird looking at me right now doing this. The other thing that I stopped doing was baking. And I'm not really into doing casseroles and stuff that's good for you. If I'm going to bake, I'm going to bake a dessert. It's going to be, chocolate something, or some layers of dough and butter and something fun and delicious. So it feels like I'm making a party. That's one thing I have missed doing. So I've started, instead of drinking, I have started to bake again and to knit again, and to take care of my plants again. And it's also another reason why I am not, like, I slept through Thanksgiving, and I am not going to do Christmas this year. I'll do a little bit here at home. But I'm not going to parties. I'm not joining the big, because everyone's going to be drinking, and everyone's going to be, I have a big family of drinkers, and they all can handle it. And I could too, until my world kind of, until I went church. So we'll see how I do in a year, if I can handle it again. But for now, that's what I'm doing. So anyway, any comments, questions? Let's see, what did I miss? Okay, Oja Sweeney says, hi, Anne, and thanks, Fozzie. Aw. Oja Sweeney. Oh, I got a heart. Now, I don't know if I know you, if I've met you before, but I do now. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got all your questions. Okay, I'm going to keep going unless you have any comments. Feel free to. Ooh, Lee. Oh, my friend, the messenger. Hi, Anne. I've missed you and our lovely Flora 2023 friends dearly. Me too. I am hoping to connect again in 2024. We are a team. I've got this big heart that's covering up the chat thing. We are a team and are forever sisters. We are sisters. Oh, Deborah Weeder's here. Drew says your energy feels very refreshed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been very slothful. Tribe. Yes. Oh, we are a tribe and are forever sisters. Hold on, I got a message from. Oh, Deb says, I'm here with you on YouTube but can't figure out how to participate in the chat. Very frustrating, but good to see you. I've been there for some of your lectures. Oh, excellent. Okay, Deb, I'm going to say hi, Deb, on the chat. Hi, Deb. So I see the chat on the right-hand side. Oh, I don't need to text this to you because you're listening. So my chat stream is here on the right-hand side, and I'm going to take a picture with my phone. And hopefully this helps. There. And I'm going to send it to you. Tico, hey. Oh, don't worry, Tico. I'm recording this. Don't worry about being late. You can watch the very, very beginning if you like. Yay. Yeah. Any tips to give Deb about how to find the chat? I wonder if you're on your phone, if it looks different or not. Drew says, Debbie, I had to agree to make account to be able to chat. Oh, there was some other step that you have to do to make a YouTube account so that you can chat. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, okay. All right. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to show you is I got a new Oracle deck. And an Oracle deck is kind of like, it's a looser, more intuitive, less structured version of, I think, a user-friendly version of a tarot deck. A tarot deck is built structured just like a deck of cards. So you've got 4 suits, and then there are the face cards, and then the number cards, and then jokers and stuff like that. And tarot's been around forever, and the idea of an oracle deck, I think, is newer. But it is simply a tool, and you can use anything as an oracle. Oracle. Hold on a second. I just cannot do it. I made an account. Oy vey, carry on, but remember I love you and I'm here supporting you. I love you too, Dev. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, and by the way, Anton wore one of the shirts we bought in New York last night, or the night before last night. He played in the symphony orchestra for the winter concert, and he wore, his black shirt. It's like an adult now, and he wants to go back. I do too. Yeah. Okay, so Oracle deck, the number of cards, I can't remember. I think it was like numbers like 36, but there's a range. Yeah, 36 cards, but there's a range. And you can have, a theme to an oracle deck, any kind of visual theme. It can be a Star Wars theme. It can be a you can use any book. You can use the Bible as an oracle. Open up the Bible, and then the page that you open to, read the verse, and something will stick and speak to you. And it's a way to tune into your intuition, and then give you some guidance about something that you're concerned about or wondering about. So anyway, I have been using oracle decks more than tarot cards, because tarot, I don't know, it's something you have to work with and study for a long time. The other thing is that I find the imagery, because I am an image maker myself, the imagery is really distracting. It's like I go in and I look at the image and I want to go, okay, compositionally, if this were over here, and I go in and try to analyze it. And that's like, I go into work mode, and I feel like I don't want to sit there judging somebody else's work, because I just don't want to do that. So I want to tune into my intuition in a very light and loving way. So I've been looking at all these decks, and the one that I found that's my favorite is this one. It's all in black and white, and there's no upside down, right side up. There's no guidebook that says this is what this means. It's just these open-ended questions or comments that get you in tune with what you need to hear, your own intuition, your own voice, which we often ignore. So what we're going to do is the class on Tuesday PM is going to be called Helping Hands Oracle Deck, and we're going to make our own oracle deck. So we just need we'll use a size, something like this. It's much smaller than 8.5 by 11, but small, doable. And I have a new hand that I've been working with, and I copied this. I Xeroxed it from a source that I can't remember. Let's see if you can. Let's see if it focuses on that. Try to do what Instagrammers do. No, it's not going to focus. But, and I know it's backwards, but it's really, really cool. I'll take a picture of it. So it's like a combination of, of copper plate and italic. So not all the letters, because there are no descending or ascending loops, not all the letters connect. So it's like, I'm not going to say business-like. It's still beautiful and done with, you can do open shaded script, but we'll use watercolor pencils and watercolors to have this be our lettering style. And then we're going to do illustrations of hands and florals, but hands are going to be part of it. I'm so excited. So I know, isn't that a cool script? It has terminal lobes, and it's just beautiful. That post that I made on my feed that was called Something New, that's the hand that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be learning a new hand. The other really awesome thing that we're going to be doing with our oracle deck is, everyone, all of us, we will contribute however many cards and messages that you want. So let's say we'll explore the topic of, we'll do a quick meditation, explore the topic of fear or indecision or loss or love, positive things, movement forward, looking behind, review, recognizing patterns that, and everyone will come up, because we all have different stories, but we're all meeting as a group. And when you meet as a group, something really magical happens, and you guys have seen it. You've seen the orbs. Lee had all these beautiful orbs flying around in her box during class, and we were like, what? So I hope more of that happens. Anyway, so this deck will be a combination of a group effort of everyone's journey and their comments. So I'm going to be able to flip through this deck and say, oh yeah, that was Lee. That I remember that conversation. Or this was Donna. This was Fozzie. This was Tico. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. And oh gosh, so many metaphors. And then we'll do everything on a hot press watercolor stock, and have everybody get a corner rounder, so you can round, because it's easier to have a deck of cards that has friendly round corners. And we'll do a corner rounder, cut them out, and we'll be able to use your own decks. Now, if you want, I'm looking at these cards. I just pulled this one, Seeing Things for What They Are. I love this deck because it's so simple. It's black and white. Yeah, really simple. By the way, this is from Worthwhile Paper. Yeah, absolutely love it. They're on Etsy. You can also go to their website, and they've got this artist is just beautiful, and she's got a lot of the deck is called Inquire Within. So she has lots of work like that that's just very open-ended and inviting. So what was I saying? Okay, so let me show you some of this is another one. Notice predictable rhythms. This one says reflect, and it also says reflect upside down. One of the ones that I've been getting a lot of is rest. This one right here of the stairs spoke to me. Seek inspiration in unusual places. And my spiritual journey, I started out at the beginning. I went on a series of stairs and then did this plateau where I stood for a long time and stayed, and then did another series. And I'm at the very bottom of, now I'm at the bottom of the second step of stairs. So it feels a little bit like I'm going crazy. It's very, very scary and lonesome. But I I have to talk about it. So, yeah, and I'm just about ready. I am on my last journal, so I've got to do another beginning bookbinding class. At some point, I'm also going to do a workshop on laying out in your journals how to lay out a page, how I title my pages and put in dates and kind of a library of objects that you can place in different pages or places on the page and in the spread when you open a book. This right down here is called the gutter. So the things that you can do with the gutter and all that kind of stuff is super fun. And that is also going to be intuitive work. Any questions? Any comments? I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about is if you are on the sober, curious journey, in any capacity, I have a rather extensive library of botanical spirits and all kinds of fun flavors, and I've been making myself really fun mocktails for. It's been a month and like 3 days. So, let's see. Yeah, if you have any questions about what we can what I started doing during COVID. Remember quarantini time? That's how it all started. So it eventually bled over into my classes, and during the second half of my evening classes, I would have a cocktail. So I will be replacing those replacing those cocktails with mocktails for a while now, just to get rid of all this extra weight, not in a vain kind of way, but just I'm tired of carrying that trauma. All right. Multi-day class, Tico asks. Multi-day class. About which class? So the Helping Hands Oracle deck, card deck making class. Okay, that's going to be a 16-week class because we have 36 cards to make. That'll be on Tuesday p.m. Yeah, that will be, oh my God, I cannot wait. So hands. And I'll make it easy, I promise. We're going to be drawing grids. We'll work on the grid, work with a grid, so there's no question as to where this, goes in and where it goes out. Let's see. Yeah, grid. And you'll also, if you want to use the actual artwork that you made for a deck, you can spray that deck with fixative, so that you can, handle it without worried about the ink, bleeding or any of that. And if it's something that you want to get printed and reproduced, that's something we should talk about as a group. Like, who do you go to get this stuff, to get a deck printed? I'm so excited. So finally, I'll have my own, and this deck will be a portrait of all of us, of that special time that we had together as we were discussing, what it's like to be a person and to be a creative. We are a strong group of creative women who are resonating. And if you're watching this, and you're a guy, you're welcome too. But yeah, your feminine energy, we all have masculine and feminine energy. If you're watching this, you're tuned in. And you are very, very much welcome. Let's see. Yeah, so we did the Flora and Frances in flight, and we did a lot of birds, and then eventually I had people ask me for can we do critters? I know Lee asked for critters. I'm like, yeah. So chipmunks. Oh, I can think of so many adorable squirrels, mice. Actually, like snakes. Um, Spiders creep me out. But butterflies, caterpillars. Oh, there's a male and female couple bluebirds on my feeder right now. And we can do more birds. There's so many birds we haven't done. We didn't do any blackbirds. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? I've been talking. Anybody have any comments about the idea of connecting to your intuition as you're writing? I kind of miss seeing your faces. Dear. Fozzie's probably asleep. No, you're all just listening. Everyone's good. Let me see if there are any other comments on Instagram. Not that I can see. Okay. Any other questions before I say goodbye? Ooh, there's a woodpecker. I have to tell you that this has been very healing to sit at this desk and know that you're all here in one form or another. It's the first time I've sat at my desk for a while, so it's been good. Yeah, and Drew, I give you, my prayers, thoughts and prayers for your family. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you too, and I'm really heartened to know that that Flora and Frances kind of helped make that process easier of loss. It definitely takes you somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, go. You guys check out the. I've heard people on YouTube say, look in the cards for this thing link and that link, and I don't know what those are, so I'm going to find out after this video is over. But I thought this would be a good my guides. God has been telling me to use my voice more and kind of widen and broaden and be even more outspoken. So I was like, okay, YouTube, that's feels bigger to me than Instagram. for some reason, or at least new for me. So I thought I would try that. But yeah, you'll hear from me soon again. Let me get over my own private anti-Christmas. Oh, Lee says Flora and Francis is grounding and connecting to a higher power. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's how it all started. And I think this Oracle deck is going to, I think being able to like, have a body of cards that we've made together as a sort of a snapshot, a portrait of our time together, and then to be able to draw upon them. Just pick one. I always pick just one card a day and just kind of look at it and see if it speaks to me. And use it as a journal prompt. Yeah, fun. And to make your own, I mean, that's pretty cool. I have not heard of a class that whose final project is a group Oracle deck. Have you? I mean, that's like the coolest thing ever. Huh. Man, oh man. So I hope that you have all been well. I certainly feel better. And I wonder if I can tell who's... I can't. I'm still learning about all these buttons. That's been cool. Oops. Yeah. Any other questions before we say goodnight? Or good afternoon? Okay. I think I'm going to... Oh, I can put people in timeout. That's cool. I'm just fiddling with my buttons. Okay. It is almost 2:00. We've been here almost an hour, and I'm going to say goodbye and have a wonderful holiday. Recharge. Go bake all the cookies. Go watch all the movies. Boycott any parties you want to, which is what I'm going to be doing. And I'll see you in 2024. Next time you see me will be... I'll send out another Monday newsletter. Yay! Goodbye, Drew. Goodbye, Tico. It's great to see you too. Thank you, Anne. This was calming. Oh, I'm so glad. Watch it over and over again if you like. Oja Sweeney. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Be good to yourselves. Excuse me. Oh, good. Oja Sweeney. Wow. I get it. Excuse me, a sticker. I love you too, Lee. My messenger friend. Okay. Love to all.